Welcome to my first solo eFootball video titled eGrind. This is episode 1, and I made a goal that I would do this once I made it to Division 5, if I made it to Division 5, right? For those of you who don't know, eFootball from or through Division like 7 is all AI opponents outside of a few brand new user opponents, right? New to the game just like myself. And then Division 6 you start your user opponents. So, my initial little breakdown of this eFootball compared to like UFL. I did a quick little video on that, and I will tell you that it is night and day my experience when I was facing AI and just those user opponents that didn't quite know the mechanics, especially defensively, compared to all the opponents I faced in Division 6. So I will say that I got promoted to Division 5, so I accomplished my goal, but the journey was not very fun. I would not describe it as, you know, painstaking or hard either. I would just describe it as messy. And it was largely because the discrepancy between how fast and how much assistance you get on defense with both getting the AI assistance with I think it's R1 plus the honing in on the player with the ball with your user defender by holding down X. You combine those with the slowness of the passing. You see here some of the slowness of the passing, how much it takes to get each pass off because you have to power it up. Not to mention the lack of dribbling ability. I mean, every defender can catch up to every attacker, or at least that's what it seems. Maybe I'm missing some commands or whatnot to clean this up. I know I faced some opponents that could move the ball pretty well, but to me, it just seemed like, even for myself, it was just fast passes, and that was your only way to counter how quickly the defense could close you down. If you tried to hold on to the ball even a little bit too long, even if you had space and realistically it would be smart to dribble, you didn't want to dribble because the defenders were so fast and closed you down so quickly. So it led to why I said the experience was messy on my journey to get promoted to Division 5. It was messy because it was a lot of forced passes and bad passes and getting the ball stolen away on the dribble. And then even to get shots off because the defense is so fast, it added a lot of sloppy shots. You see a good goal there, but it was just a lot of messy gameplay. So, in my opinion, this game has so many good animations and so many things that are true to football, right? Some of the crossing, some of the through balls are just excellent. Like real life through balls, real life crosses, the way they look. So Konami did a great job with that. But until they fix the extra assistance as well as how fast the defense is compared to just the lack of fluidity in the attack, the lack of speed in the passes, right, and on the dribble, until they have that more, closer together as opposed to this big discrepancy where the defense is so much faster, it's going to be pretty hard for this to compete with both UFL and EAFC just because their passing is much better and it lacks that kind of slow motion feel that eFootball has. So, with that being said, like I said earlier, we reached our goal of getting promoted to Division 5. We will continue battling. I'm sure as I face opponents as I go up in divisions, I will see more and more things to add to my game. If you see anything or know of things that helped you kind of make the jump skill-wise in this game, please add them in the comments. I do want to give this game the fairest review. I do want to try to get to the highest level at this game, but right now, some of that fun that I was excited about initially, some of that's gone away, and it's because only one reason really is the speed of the defense. Now my AI opponents as well as those lower level user opponents, they weren't familiar with holding down X. I wasn't even familiar with holding down X, and it made the game that much better. It was still slow-mo, and I said in the previous video the offense lacks some fluidity, but when you combine the AI-assisted defense with that holding down X, it just makes the game so much worse, right? It doesn't make it harder, it makes it worse. It's just not realistic to have two separate players running at you full speed, and every time you do connect a pass, the opponent just switches to the next player and runs at you as hard as they can by holding down X and then the R1 for the AI defender to help too. You see me doing it here, and this is what my opponents did to me the whole time. And even if you had players open, right, you're on the attack and you have all this space, which is nice, But you can't get the ball there because the defender is closing you down so quick. You see here, I mean, I'm severely outnumbered there. That could have been an easy way for my opponent to get in the score. I had several of those on my opponent too, but the defenders close you so quickly you can't get anything off, right? Some of the goals end up even being very messy in some of the shots, even though they have good animations for shooting and for through balls and stuff. You don't end up getting to see it because everything's rushed since the defenders can react so quickly. So some of the goals, for instance, will be, a defender wins the ball off an attacking team and then he goes to pass it and it's just too slow. The attacking team that lost the ball is able to just immediately hold X, close down the defender, steal the ball, and you go in and score a nonsense goal, similar to some of the goals you might see in EAFC or even UFL when there's lag, right? But in eFootball, those goals come from the fact that the defense is just so OP compared to the slow mo, lack of fluid offense. So that's my take so far. We will continue our journey from Division 5, but right now we are going to head over to UFL. And we have a weekend showdown. We're trying to get 15 wins again, preferably 15 wins with no losses. That would be the step up, so that is our goal. So until next time, keep grinding, whichever football game you're playing. Maybe you're playing all of them, two of them, one of them. If you want, leave that in the comments. I am interested to know which games you're playing, or if you kind of switch off, or if you're a diehard player of just one. Whatever it is, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to leave any tips or tricks that may help me in eFootball, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.